Good afternoon, family and friends. I'm your host, Mark Williams, of the show Bridging the Gap between Black men and Black women, or men and women. Um, I'm doing the show earlier because I'm about to go to work. So something came across my phone this morning that I want to share with you and get your opinion on. Okay, where did this thing go? Let me pull it up off my because I copied it. Okay, and just give me your honest opinion about this because this is what I'm not understanding. Okay, if women or men choose to be single, if they choose to do whatever they choose to do, by all means, that's your prerogative, your right, human right. Okay, what I'm having a problem with is, and it's almost on the verge of making me uh, want to change the format of my content and do the same thing that Kevin Samuels did, to some degree. Okay. And the reason being is, like I said, everyone's entitled to their perspectives, their opinions, but it would be like me getting on here just blatantly degrading women, being very condescending. Um, I think everybody in the world would have a problem with that. So, with that being said, let me read something, and I want you to give me your opinion in the comments. Let me know what you think. Here's a lady that sent me this message. Right? She said, "Well, she didn't send it to me. I responded to it, and she responded back. Okay, and I'll show you what she responded. Be quiet." And she said, "These old men," now keep in mind, she's texting this. Here's the lady's claiming she's pretty much a high valued woman based on the composure of this script that she did. But listen to the grammar, okay? Um, the way it was composed, how it was composed, and the reason why it was composed, okay? She said, "These old men be hurt. 20 years, 20-year-old girls, because we out here grown, not taking no shit, happy, thriving, and don't want to settle down with somebody who been playing the field for 30 years and now they old and want a wife. Nah, brah. Keep the same energy, laughing faces. It's funny when I see a man that don't understand why so many women are single, thinking we hurt, unhappy, broken. No, baby. We taking girl trips, having brunch, making money, and going to bed peacefully every night, knowing that when the right one comes along, we ready. Until then, we mature and turn respectfully, smiling faces." Now, here's the thing I got with the problem I got with this. First of all, LaQuisha, you need to learn how to spell. So first, while you're on this high horse, you need to go back to school and take some English and get your grammar in its proper perspective, okay? For one, no man out here that's my age is concerned about you sleeping around being a hoe or any other females similar to you or your friends, okay? So with that being said, who's playing the field? You must have just pulled that out the air, out your ass, okay? Because it has no validity to it and it doesn't even make sense. Men out here that's playing, doing what they doing, then whatever repercussions that follow that is on them. But when you're talking about, when you try to refer this to me, I was married for almost 20 years. So I don't know how you can be a family man married and playing the field. And here's the thing that you don't understand, Miss Independent Feminist Modern Day Lady that don't know how to spell or compose literature. As men get older, our value increases, especially when we have everything in order. You out here on the other hand, and women like you that's trying to play the field and do things and replicate the things that these so-called men that's playing the field is doing, when gravity takes hold of your body and you get older, because you're not very pleasant looking now in your 30s, when you get through with all your field trips and you're sucking and doing whatever it is you do in your little playtime, how many men you think are going to be attracted to you that's really not attracted to you now? I've always tried to be pleasant and be respected, but this is one thing you ladies better understand. I'm not going to be disrespected by any of you, especially when you call yourself being associates of mine. And you know, if whatever you choose to do, as I said before, is your business, I can care less. No one's mad. No one's losing sleep. No one's texting you 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because it's not that serious. But what you need to do, again, is reevaluate yourself before you start throwing stones. Me, at 62 years old, I am very well valued. I choose to be single because I don't want to deal with mentalities like yours. You know, you say you want a real man, but on the flip side, you want to be a hoe. You say you want to be submissive and be in a partnership, but yet you want to hang out with your homegirls. You know, if you're in your 40s and 50s, those teenage days are gone. Girls trips. What does that mean? I don't understand that. But irregardless, when you start texting things like this, okay, me personally, I have a problem with it, and I'm going to address it every time. And let me go back here to the notifications so I can read what she said. So I asked this young lady, I said, what men are you referring to? And she says 40 plus. Okay, here's the thing. Most men that I know, now I'm not saying that they don't exist, but I'm saying the men that I know that's out here, that's got their life together, may have been married or been in relationships, and now they're single. I don't think that they're participating in the things that this woman is suggesting, right? So when I text her back, I simply responded, really? I really don't think you want to go there. Her response to me was, I said what I said based off of what me, and get this right here, what me, here's a woman that's up in age that can't stand on her own 2 feet. Everything she does or say based on what she's saying has to be championed by her friends or validated by her friends for it to even make sense. Okay. She texts back and said, I said what I said based off what me and some of my girlfriends have come across, really know where to go. It was my opinion. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion. No one's taking that from you, your opinion. What I'm challenging is this: the things that you're saying, the validity of what you're saying. Okay, for you to just be on here like so many other women and men are on social media, just throwing things out, you know, hoping you'll get a bite. Okay, you said something, you know, indirectly to me that I'm going to respond to. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not going to call you out your name, but I'm going to tell you about yourself and the things that you're saying that don't make sense, and it makes you look very ignorant. Okay, it says, this is what I said to her. I said, I can respect your opinion. That's not what I'm bothered by. Just imagine if every time I did my podcast and I made mention of particular women like you and your so-called friends, I think you would somewhat take offense to that. Here's the thing, You're an adult. You're entitled to do whatever pleases you, and no one can take that away from you. But when you decide to make open statements like that towards men like myself, it's an insult, because all men are not bad, particularly older, distinguished men like myself. And we know for absolute fact that women are not, but I'm not going to, where am I at? But I'm not going to go into that. But this is the very reason I discuss these issues on my show. It's very sad to see adults acting this way towards one another when we have so many more important things to contend with. Have a blessed day. And I concluded. Now, here's the thing I want to say with this, and then I'm going to conclude this little PSA, is you women out here, if you want to be single, you want to be gay, you want to sleep with dogs, you want to sleep with cats, that's your prerogative. Nobody cares. Nobody is going to campaign, to legislate, to get laws passed, to make you happy. Do whatever you feel you need to do. But yet, in the same token, you can't expect men to idly sit back and you constantly slander and poke and degrade and say bad things about us, because if you don't want to be put in a certain category, men don't either. And I'm one of those men that don't. Not that what you say really matters, but when you're saying it to me directly, it does matter. Okay? Because the thing about it is, if we keep going at this rate, the sexual preference of the same gender will increase. And you know what that is without me even saying it. But if that's what you women want, because you feel society encourage women on women, then by all means do that. But I don't think men like myself is going that route. We're not going to men because you women want to be ignorant, selfish, and egotistic. I don't believe that. Now, again, I'm not talking about all women. So those of you that's listening, I'm talking about this particular woman, LaQuisha, that hit my box with this nonsense. I don't care what you women do. I really don't. Because there's more than enough women out here for every man. That's a proven fact statistically. Okay. So what you won't do, other women are willing to do. Okay. It's just that simple. But please do not hit my inbox with that nonsense, that foolishness. I don't want to entertain it. I don't want to engage in it, because whatever you do, go out and screw the whole world. That's your thing. Okay. But remember that I said this, as the years proceed, and they will, if you're blessed to live that long and don't catch some type of disease, let's see how valuable you are when you get older. You're less attractive, you gain weight. Let's see how many men want to wife you then. Oh, but I forgot. Maybe you're going to turn to one of your so-called friends, and maybe you two are going to get married. Whatever the case may be, do whatever it is you feel you want to do. That's your prerogative. Again, just don't hit my box with that nonsense, please. Okay? Because you women, are living in an unrealistic world. You're very delusional. Now you got people out here that's championing this foolishness that you're advocating, and that's fine. But the reality of it is, most people, both men and women, are not participating in this shenanigans, because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You're not happy being lonely. You're not happy taking girls trips by yourself. What it is, you're just being childish and you refuse to grow up. You don't want to be in a committed relationship because now you wasn't committed when you thought you were. You thought you missed out on something. Now that you have what you call this so-called independence and freedom, now you want to go out and do all the things that you talked about other females doing. And that's being promiscuous, hoish, and just sleeping around. Yeah, you can go and take cruises, sleep around. You can take trips, whether it's business or for pleasure, sleep around and no one has to know it. But in your heart and in your subconscious mind, you know it. And whether it's ever revealed on TMZ, social media, you know in your heart that's something that you have to live with. But you're saying men do certain things. No, males do things like that. Real men don't participate in activities like that. And you women know that, but you don't want to take accountability for anything, so you don't say what's real. You try to throw things out that's condescending and antagonizing because you want attention. Okay, it's only you women that I see that's on social media every day, 3-4 times a day, turning and posing in front of the camera. What are you doing that for? You're not Vogue or supermodels. No model agency are looking for you because, one, you don't fit the criteria. But then you put yourself up on this high pedestal as though you're some goddess that men have to bow down to seek, and you're not. Your thing is no better than any other woman's. In fact, what you're doing, the things you're doing, it may be a lot worse. And no man wants to climb on top of a woman when there's no feelings there. So put that in your peace pipe and smoke it. With that being said, I'm gonna do another show about this delusionment that you women have out here. And you know what? I'm not gonna put no cut on it. So you send all the comments you want. We can debate it all you want. But until you women start showing respect to men that's trying to respect you, then the hell with you. It's just that simple. Go out and party till your head blow up. I don't care. I don't even entertain you women when I see you because I already know you have nothing to offer. Your whole thing, the motive you live behind is a man may be attracted to you physically, but once he get past that physical attraction, there's nothing there. It's just like a big old empty 3,000 square foot home with nothing in it but the amenities that came in the house. No furniture, no love, no peace, no happiness, nothing. And that's how most of you women are living your life. Just preoccupying space, taking up precious air, giving out your negative feelings and comments and opinions about things that have no validity on life, that's not influencing anything, that's not changing anything, because you people that believe the way that you believe are the minority. You don't see thousands and thousands of women rushing to the courtroom because they want to be like you. That's ridiculous. Grow up. You keep saying you're grown, but you still keep doing adolescent things. So with that being said, I got to go. Peace out. Y'all take care. Love you. And see you Monday night.